Hello, our group project is titled Nuclear Déjà-Vu, Cases of Iran and Saudi Arabia. In French, déjà vu means already seen. Indeed, we have witnessed the nuclearization of Iran, and now we are observing some nuances and close similarity in which Saudi Arabia is displaying in its quest to attain nuclear technology, which is through external agents. The research objectives are 1. To ensure Saudi's nuclear development remains peaceful, and 2. To minimize covert nuclear assistance by external agents. To answer this concern, our group will adopt the methodology of applied history. Our group utilized Iran as a precedent to reflect possible developments in Saudi's nascent nuclear program. In short, our research found that in a seemingly deja vu fashion, Saudi's nuclear program mirrors that of Iran in a sense that external agents are heavily involved. But first, how does external agents affect the nuclearization of a country? Chronic suggests these hurdles to acquire nuclear technology. In this regards, external agent can come in and bridge this capacity and capability gap. Now we'll look into the case of Iran and how external agents affect it.
In 1960s, Iran acquired its first nuclear capability for peaceful uses as part of the US Atoms for Peace program. However, after the Iranian Revolution of 1979, they changed the agenda and restarted the nuclear program with more ambitious goals. Throughout the nuclear development, Iran has been assisted by such external agents as Russia and China, and also by non-state agent Abdul Khan, a Pakistani nuclear engineer who provided Iran with designs of gas centrifuges. Right now, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia follows the Iranian footsteps in pursuit of becoming a so-called nuclear hedger, a state without a dedicated nuclear weapon program that is able to weaponize relatively quickly. However, it cannot be obtained without external help. So let's take a look at the most suspicious moments in Saudi Arabia nuclear cooperation. First of all, the United States, who have been trying to persuade Saudi Arabia to sign the 123 agreement for the last decade, however not successfully. Taking this into account, 7 authorizations under so-called Part 810 regulations that would allow sharing US nuclear technology to Saudi Arabia seem to be quite controversial. And even though this information is considered to be non-classified, it may contain some sensitive details about nuclear reactors, and neither 123 agreement nor congressional approval is needed under such authorizations. But the activity that is seen as more troubling to the international community is the one assisted by China, because besides some official agreements, such as Memorandum of Understanding and the contract to assess and explore uranium and thorium deposits, there were some undeclared activities, such as presumable construction of a facility to extract yellow cake in the city of Ula near the Iranian border, and as we know, enriched yellow cake can be used for both nuclear reactors and nuclear weapons. Shortly after this news hit the headline, American intelligence agencies identified another completed structure close to the solar village, which is near Riyadh, and some experts suggested it could be one of the undeclared nuclear sites. I think it is needless to say that such developments further destabilize the situation in the region and increase the flashpoints for conflict. Additionally, they would exacerbate the security dilemma in the region and potentially provoke other nuclear aspiring countries like Turkey to press for a stronger agenda in pursuing nuclear technology. If such developments were to occur, the global non-proliferation regime that the US has sustained for decades would be directly threatened.
There are two key concerns that the policies must address. Firstly, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman explicitly warning that Saudi Arabia will pursue nuclear weapons if Iran does is a clear signal that the kingdom has the intention and the high possibility of pursuing nuclear weapons. Secondly, if the first scenario is true, and as the case of Iran's nuclear program illustrated, the KSA might first policy recommendation is about strengthening of IAEA. The aim of this is to increase enforcement power and efficiency to detect and deter. It includes clear definition and understanding of non-compliance case and establishment of clear pathway to escalate such non-compliant cases of the UN Security Council if necessary, and increasing in funding of IAEA. The next policy recommendation is to establish specific guidelines for nuclear proliferation. The aim of this is to increase transaction costs and difficulties for external agents to engage in covert and illicit deals. It includes universal and open source with regard to trade in nuclear material and dual punishment system and tightened export control within nuclear supplier group. The last one is about cultivation and strengthening of norms. Its aim is to ensure durability of global non-proliferation regime. It includes revamping understanding of proliferation and incorporation of covert and illegal assistance by external agents as a form of proliferation. The last one is strengthening norms that active policing and monitoring by the IAEA is the default for any nuclear state or nuclear aspiring state. So far, our group has proposed 3 policy recommendations. Critically, these policy recommendations should not be viewed in isolation, but in tandem for the 3 proposed recommendations would work together to supplement one another to build a stronger and more sustainable nuclear non-proliferating world.
That's it from us. Thank you very much.